So I'm friends with David Oliver. And you're probably like, well, what does that matter? And I'm name dropping that because it has to do with the story. But let me bring you up to speed. I'm talking about David Oliver, the 2008 Olympic bronze medalist in the 110 meter hurdles, 2013 world champion, is a close and personal friend of your boy. Yes, that David Oliver. If you stopped and Google it, yeah, that one. So our friendship has always been a good friendship. And, I always like to support my friends with my talents. So I was a support guy. If he needed graphics, he needed posters, he needed anything, I would do that because that was my contribution to the team. So flash forward to 2023. Dave tells me he's coming down to Orlando and he is going to be helping host a Nike speed camp. And he's doing it with his friend, and I'm about to drop another name, Justin Gatlin. Yes, that Justin Gatlin. Yes, the 100 meter world champion, Usain Bolt racing Justin Gatlin. All right. So it's crazy already. So, now me being the opportunist, I saw a chance at an opportunity. So I hit Dave with a text and I said, hey man, let me provide a professional recap video for the camp. A few minutes later, he texts me back. That would be dope. And naturally, I said, well, bet. But let's be honest here. I had absolutely no clue what I was doing. I didn't even think he was going to say yes. I immediately thought we was going to get turned down. And what was going on in my head was, oh. So, yeah, I had literally signed up for something that I really didn't know what I was doing. Now, I'm not going to say that I didn't know what I was doing, but I had no clue at that time how to really do a recap video. I barely had a functioning camera. I had a A6600, and I think I had at that time the Sigma 18 to 50 millimeter lens. I was going through gear acquisition syndrome, so I was buying a lot of gear. So, I was woefully unprepared for this, and the camp was going to be in less than a week. So I did what anybody would do. I started panic buying gear. I was on Facebook Marketplace searching for a gimbal, microphones, lights, backpacks, anything, and mainly a gimbal because I needed something strong enough to hold up my new fully rigged out A6600 that I had spent all this money on rigging it out to be some cinema cameras. You know the videos. I actually made a video talking about my new FX30 rig. So you can watch that up here. But yeah, I did that. And also enrolled in YouTube University. I was cramming how to shoot sports tutorials like I was about to take a final exam in the morning and I hadn't been studying because I got crazy drunk at the frat party. So anyway, that is where we're at. Now, if you're like me and you're also currently enrolled in YouTube University for Filmmaking, go ahead, hit that subscribe button right now because we all just trying to figure this thing out together. And I'm putting mine on camera. So yeah, if you like what you hear, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. So YouTube University, flash forward. Now, I won't say that I was woefully unprepared, but my only real sports experience, shooting sports, was my homie Joe Massey, who's a dope photographer here in Orlando, asked me to come shoot a high school football game. He was shooting photos. He wanted to get some videos. So I did what everybody did. I got my gimbal out, got my A6600, and I had the, what was it? The 105, something like that lens from Sony. I shot for 3 hours and the only usable clip I got out of it was 15 seconds. And now I am about to go film Olympic athletes training people. So to say that the pressure was building would be understated. Now, so fast forward, we get to the day. I don't back out because I'm not no chicken. I show up to the field. I'm looking off corporates, and it's Florida. It's hot. It's extremely hot. to the point where I am sweating through the polo that I had on. Because again, remember, this is a Nike speed camp. So I'm thinking that some big wigs from Nike is going to be here. So I got a polo, hat, shorts. Everybody was in comfortable athletic gear. I'm talking about the little shorts, tank tops. I'm out there sweating through my shirts. I don't have any sunscreen. I didn't bring any water. Yeah. I'm making rookie mistakes out here. I am literally out here making rookie mistakes and sweating my behind off. But I'm not worried about that. I started getting footage and things like that. I got some good B-roll footage of them setting up the camp. So I'm off to a good start. So I move all my gear underneath this tent, and the parents are asking me, "Oh, are you gonna be videoing this? Oh, you shooting this? I want a copy of that. Are you with Nike?" Now, I done worked in IT and customer service for a long time, so I know how to put the customer service voice on and act cool, but internally, all these questions ain't doing nothing for my nerves. And I'm in here internally stripping, shaking like a stripper in the club. All right. So I basically gotta fake it till I make it. All right. You know what I'm saying? So the parents come, "Oh, yeah. I'm here with Dave and Justin." You know, I'm feeling them all the things. Like meanwhile, I'm like, if anybody really knew how I was feeling right now, they have some other problems. I wouldn't be as confident, they said. So I went through it. I'm miking up Dave. I mic'd up Justin with the DJI mic, the first one that I had bought 2 days ago. So miking them up, testing them out. I launched my drone. I have a drone, DJI Mavic. You know, this is not a DJI commercial. They're not sponsoring. So, but hey, DJI, if you see this, you want to sponsor me, hey, let me know. But yeah, I'm shooting my drone. Now, I know how to fly my drone. I did some footage for Sandals when I was in Jamaica. And, that went good. So I got getting shots of the field. It's looking all good. And then I get this gimbal, which is the Zhiyun Crane 2. I found it on Facebook Marketplace for a steal. I tested it out here at the house. It held up the rig. I was able to balance it. I'm thinking I'm doing good. Get to start shooting some of the in the field sections, and this thing starts tweaking. I'm talking about tweaking. Harlem shaking on your boy. Now I'm trying to rebalance this joint in the middle of a football field, and all of the drills are happening. So I'm missing shots. I can't. Every time I'm trying to push through it, it's still shaking and vibrating and shaking and vibrating. I can't do anything for it. So I had to fall back on my good old Navy military training and adapt and overcome. So I just stopped the camera. I walked back to that tent where all the parents are at, and they're asking me, "Oh, what shots you getting?" And I gently threw the gimbal inside the bag, and I went handheld for the rest of the shoot. And honestly, that was probably the best decision that I made all day. With all the hiccups that I had with the battery dying, the gimbal tweaking. Yeah, my battery died on me. The V-mount battery that I had, I didn't charge it up. The gimbal tweaking, the mics. I didn't even tell you about the mics. I had mic'd them up and they were split apart. So I didn't even have an onboard camera mic to get scratch audio. But I survived it. I survived the shoot. No one was the wiser, and they probably watched the video. I had no clue. So I'm getting ready to pack up, wrap up. I'm dapping everybody up, telling them how I'm going to give them the edit and everything. So I get home, I take a shower because I'm just drenched in sweat, and I spend what feels like 3 years on this edit. Now, in all actuality, it was 2 days, but it felt like 3 years. And again, remember, I offered my services. It wasn't the inverse. No one hired me. So I didn't have any assets. I didn't have any logos. There was no music direction. Let me tell you how resourceful I thought I was being. I ripped the Nike Camp logo from a screenshot that I saw on the internet just so I could have something to put in the video. But in my rush to kind of capitalize on the momentum that I had, I missed one tiny detail. The mouse cursor. I left the mouse arrow on the logo in the final edit. Yeah. The final edit that I sent to Nike, that I sent to Justin, that I sent to Dave. was a clear screenshot of the Nike logo with the mouse in there. I didn't duck the audio, so everybody was getting drowned out. I didn't use the wind muff because so you could hear wind on it. It really was a mess. But I hit send. And there was silence for 2 days. I am waiting. I'm thinking I'm about to get instant feedback. Oh my God, this is dope. Oh man, this is crazy, dog. I love it, dog. I need you to come back. None of that. None of that for 2 days. I'm talking about spending all that time on it. And in 2 days after I hit send, nothing. Then Dave hits me on the text and says, hey man, Nike needs some info. Now I'm thinking, oh snap. This is the moment that I've been waiting for. This is why I took the risk. Did they like the video? Yeah, sort of. Could they use it? Nope. And I'll give you one chance to tell me why. It was the logo. They were unapproved. Remember, I was doing this on whim, so I didn't have anything. So the logo, when they saw it, they couldn't use it because I was basically using unofficial logos. But they appreciated that I came out and captured the event and hustled out there in the hot sun. It was getting good footage. So they sent me a care package. Got a brand new pair of Nike shoes, some shorts, a couple of t-shirts, and a hat. Now, did I get a contract? No. Did I get paid? Yeah, maybe. I got paid in swag, and as a Nike fanatic, I was glad to accept that pay. But the whole purpose of this video, the whole purpose of me telling you this and speaking this out loud is that shoot really taught me a lot. You know, like I said, my battery died. My gimbal started tweaking on it. My audio was freaking sketchy. And even after all of that, after I got all the shots I thought I did, when I came home to do the render, at the time that I'm supposed to find these mistakes, I leave the freaking mouse cursor on a doggone screenshot of a logo that I ripped from the website. But what I learned was that the gap between me and being, and I'm using this lightly, pro, was just fixing those mistakes. Taking the time to make sure I'm prepped correctly, taking the time to make sure that I'm shooting, I'm giving myself a shot list. I'm giving myself time to edit. I know what I want to shoot when I want to shoot. I know what the audio is. If I fix these, I can actually do this. So it's, well, what is the day? Let me look at my clock. We're about to go into 2026, I'm sorry. So, yeah, I'm back, as they say. I'm back. All right, so I'm going to, again, like I said on this channel, dive back into the deep end. But this time, I kind of know how to swim. Or at least I think I know how to swim. Okay, so at least I think I can do a solid elementary backstroke, at least to make it to the life raft. Yeah, yeah. We'll get better at that. We'll turn a breaststroke in. I'm not Michael Phelps. We can just wade in the 3 feet. All right, so now I appreciate you. If you made it this far, I appreciate you sticking with me. And if you want to see how this goes, like how I build this videography business, basically from scratch, because I'm just learning from YouTube University and trial and error, make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button, ring the bell. You don't want to miss the next video that I make. But yeah, sometimes you just got to go for it and hope for the best. And in every mess, you got to learn something. So, hey, here goes nothing.